Boulder, it's a long road from Amistad to Toho. Doesn't matter which way you go, the miles are all the same. But when you finally get there, and when you pull the cover off, then it's time to get a little bit lost out on the lake. Gonna back this boat into the water, find a way to win a couple dollars. Weatherman says there's a cold front coming down. Bring it on, I've seen it all by now. I can catch them shallow, I can catch them deep. Open water or the back of the creek.
Hi, Steve Von Brand here for the Bass College. Down here waiting for it to rain again, working a Cavatron buzzbait. Now I'm using 17-pound test McCoy line on this one. That's a nice chunky little bass. Now I just had one on a second ago. I just been here about 15 minutes, threw up into some real shallows, maybe 6-8 inches deep, no more than that. And had one hit it that was about 4 pounds. Boom! Big explosion on the surface. This is the first time that they've been hitting the buzzbait or any kind of topwater here, down here in Lower Delaware for a while. We've had a few hits here and there, but no real active fishing. Now they really seem to boom, busting up on it this morning. So maybe we'll have a good day on topwater, see if we can get some topwater explosions for you guys. So hang on, we'll see you guys in a minute with another one. Well, they've been pretty slow. Came back up into the back of a creek, all the way in the very, very backs of the creek. Picked up this one on the Dirty Jig swim jig. This is the bluegill imitation, and swam that through right out of the rocks into the pads on the shallow wood, and bang, hit it hard right away. Ran right out into the deeper water into the channel. I really like this Sunline FX tube. Braid and 50-pound test. This is a 3/8 ounce Dirty Jig. Today I'm using out the St. Croix Legend Tournament Series in a medium heavy with this. I usually like the heavy to swim this swim jig, but the medium heavy's been working pretty good for the lighter swim jigs. I'm using the Curado, and it's got a 7.0 to 1. You need that extra speed to really get it going and catch up with the fish. So we're going to see if we can get some more here, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, Dirty Jig, swim jig. Swam it real fast through the pads on the edge of the channel. Killed it when it got to the edge. Nice bass. I'm going to weigh this up in a minute, but probably weighs a good 5 3/4, maybe 6 pounds. 5.74 pounds. 5.74 Dirty Jigs. Let's get it back in. Let's see if we can get some more. Might be a good day, huh? All right, now I'm not working the swim jig the same way right now. When I caught that bigger one, I was working it a completely different way than I had before. I caught the smaller ones by burning it around in the shallows, swimming it real fast, waking it, things like that. This time, what I did was threw it into the deeper pads here on the edge and swam it out pretty fast, but as I got to the edge, just completely killed it. And I think what they're doing is they're watching that, but they're not willing to really chase it fast out off the edges. They're laying there in these pads and on the points and things, and that gets them excited as you get it really going fast, but as it comes out and falls right in front of their face, that's what it's going to take to catch those bigger fish. They're becoming more active, but they're still a little lethargic. You know, they don't want to, you know, burn up and chase it like they did earlier in the year. But if you get their attention and then drop it right in front of their face, they're going to take it. Maybe a little bit later on, what we'll do is take this Jerry Rago bluegill that I got, and we'll put that on and pitch that up around the pads and the docks and see what happens with that. The water's cleared up just about enough that it's possible that it could work. I generally like to have a little bit clearer water when I'm going to be using a swim bait like that. Maybe now a wake bait or something, that's a different story, but when I'm using a swim bait where You know, it's below subsurface, or down 4 or 5 feet, and doesn't really make much noise. Not a wake bait type of a swim bait. I like the water to be a little bit clearer for that, but we'll see what happens. Some of these spots here, it looks like it's cleared up just a little bit. So maybe we'll try that bluegill in a minute and see, because they're hitting this bluegill dirty jig with the bluegill type trailer on the back. So possible they'd hit that bluegill. Maybe up in some of this clearer, shallow water they can see that a little bit better, and might get some more of the really big fish that you see me catching in here a lot in the early spring and later fall. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to keep throwing this, working it the same way around all these pads here right off the channel back in this creek, and see if we can pick up another bigger one like that. All the way in the back of a creek, a very big, long, winding creek channel, but I'm on the edge of the pads, right where it drops off into the main channel, which is the deepest spot in the whole creek here. And that one was laying right on the edge of that deep water. You could tell it came out of the pad, but oh, there's some fish jumping there. Some bait fish jumped when my swim jig hit. I'm just going to kill it now on the edge as it comes off. There you go. Dirty jigs, man. Tell you, dirty jig, Grandy bass, that's the way to go. Down here in lower Delaware, right before the storm's coming through, nice bass. And I did it the same way, swam the dirty jigs out, and out of the pads, real fast, get to the edge, kill it. So every single time you kill it, falls to the bottom, boom, they hit it right away. Definitely a pattern, no doubt about it, it's a pattern. All right, I got to get out of here. Here comes the storm, more rain, wind's picking up. Threw the Grandy bass megatail rattlesnake for a little while around here, and caught 2 other small ones, about 1.5 pounds, but that's it. So until next time, Steve Von Brandt for the Bass College. I'll see you down on the water.
Brother, it's a long road from Amistad to Toho. Doesn't matter which way you go, the miles are all the same. But when you finally get there, and when you pull the cover off, then it's time to get a little bit lost out on the lake. Gonna back this boat into the water, find a way to win a couple dollars. Weatherman says there's a cold front coming down. Bring it on, I've seen it all by now. I can catch them shallow, I can catch them deep. Open water or the back of the creek.